What's up, Nerf herders? This is Alan from OC Nerf, and today we are going to be taking a look at the Adventure Force Accustrike Dart. This is a Wal-Mart rebrand of the BuzzBee PrecisePro Dart showcased in Toy Fair 2017 and recently released for the fall line. While these darts are produced by BuzzBee, they are being sold at Wal-Mart under their Adventure Force toy line. Dart Zone and their 2016 and 2017 releases have also been rebranded when sold at Wal-Mart. This pack comes with 35 of these new red and black darts, claiming ranges of 90 feet. On the box it states these darts are compatible with all Adventure Force blasters and most standard Nerf blasters. It would seem the Adventure Force line is Wal-Mart competing with Hasbro in their toy blaster market. The main claim of the PrecisePro is that it boasts improved accuracy over the more common Nerf Elite Dart, which doesn't say much. Today I'll be testing the differences in accuracy between the original Nerf Elite Dart, the Zuru X-Shot Dart, the Dart Zone Super Dart, the BuzzBee Long Distance Section Dart, Nerf's new Accustrike Dart, and the Little Valentine Waffle Dart, the ACC Prototype V2 Dart, and finally the new BuzzBee PrecisePro Darts. I will be using a stock Nerf Rebelle Pink Crush blaster with a laser dot mounted on the rail. This blaster is a single-shot pistol. Its performance hits standard elite ranges, and its simplicity and function provides the consistency for testing dart accuracy. I will also be mounting this blaster on a vise during firing to lessen the variables between each shot. The red dot will help keep the targeting consistent for each shot. The vise will keep the blaster on target horizontally, as that is the main test for today. The target will be a wall at 25 feet, but ranges are not what we're being tested. The wall is behind a small opening in the doorway, which will give each dart a 1-foot window in which to achieve success. Before we get to firing, let's take a look at some of the quick differences in the dart weight and chronograph readings. Okay, let's take a look at the results. First, the Elite Dart coming in at 1.01 grams with a velocity of 67.6 and an accuracy in the subpar range 0 out of 3. Next is the Zuru Dart coming in at a 0.93 grams and a velocity of 70.4, this being the lightest dart and also the fastest velocity, not unexpected, with its accuracy being on average about 1 out of 3 times. Then there's the Dart Zone Super Dart. This comes in at 1.02, so just slightly heavier than the Elite average, and a velocity of 63.6 with an average accuracy rating 1 out of 3. We come to the BuzzBee Long Distance Suction Dart. This comes in at a much heavier 1.12 grams with a velocity still holding up at 65.9 feet per second and having a higher accuracy 2 out of 3. The Accustrike Dart, which is Nerf's newest dart, comes in at 1.08 grams and has an average velocity of 64.9 feet per second. And in the test shown in the video, it shot 1 out of 3 times for accuracy, but overall, in all of the testing I've done with these darts, this actually still does have a higher accuracy. And if you look at the video footage, you'll note that it hit the frame of the door and it was very close to getting through. Then we have the Waffle Dart. The Waffle Dart is the heaviest of the bunch, coming in at 1.27 grams and being slowest as well, coming in at 59.8 feet per second. This is still yet an accurate dart with 2 out of 3 score performance. Then we get to the ACC Prototype version 2 dart. This dart has 1.14 grams in weight, 66.7 feet per second velocity, and a average 1 out of 3 shots on target. And finally, we have the topic of this video, the PrecisePro Dart, coming in at 1.07 grams, which is just about the same as the Accustrike, slightly less, with a velocity of 67.5 feet per second, which is almost the same as the Elite Dart, but yet having the highest accuracy of the bunch, 3 out of 3, and very consistently over all of the test shots I've taken was very consistently hitting the mark, whereas the others were not, even more so than the Waffle Tip or the Accustrike Dart. It had significantly shown that it could hit its mark, barely missing being able to get through the small opening in the doorway. So these are the darts. They have differences in their weight, they have differences in their velocity, and we also have slight differences in their dart head and dart shape, as you can see here. These darts have different reasons, I'm sure, for why they're shaped the way they are. We can see the Elite Dart having the issues that it does. It's got the streamlined shape, but it does have that weird hole in the front, which after about 15 to 20 feet does start to vary its path, its flight path. Hence why it's so terrible in its accuracy. We then have the Zuru Dart, which had pretty average accuracy. This was the shortest of the bunch, but I believe its velocity was able to carry it more on target than the others. It had the highest velocity. The Dart Zone Super Dart, again, pretty average. It has a fairly close to Elite style head with a little bit of difference, but it does not have the little hole in the head, though it's still squishy. It does not have the hole in the head as far as the dart is concerned, and has fairly average accuracy. Then we have the Suction Dart, which BuzzBee released this Suction Dart. It's been known for releasing Suction Darts. Nerf did have a Suction Dart, and it does release it still from time to time. And the Nerf one and this one in particular from BuzzBee are very closely related. This one came in a little bit weightier than the others, 1.2 grams. Still held fairly good velocity, but it does have improved accuracy. So it may not hit as far or go as far, but it does stay on target a lot better, and that has been noted to be perhaps based on how the dart head is shaped. We go to the Accustrike Dart. We go to the Accustrike Dart. And this dart head is shaped in a very specific way that we were expecting, or we were told that it was going to induce or encourage dart spin to improve accuracy. Its flat head, however, its large flat head, however, does create a lot of drag when it flies, so it doesn't quite get the ranges that you would see with elite darts or any of these other darts. But it's still held up in its feet per second performance, which is probably about average of the pack, maybe a little below average. Its heaviness in its head is more than likely the reason for its more stable flight path, and also the fact that the head itself has more of a uniform pattern rather than the one hole at the top. Speaking of holes at the top, we come to the one with the most holes, which is the waffle tip dart. However, this has more holes, however it's more uniform in its form. It also has a flat head, so this too suffers from the drag as it's flying, so it doesn't quite get the ranges that it needs. It is a significantly heavier dart than the rest, which is more than likely what attributes to its straighter flight path. It's less affected by the wind. Then we come to the ACC Prototype version 2 dart. This one has more of the bullet style or nipple shaped head. It is a very hard head. It does not have any give, and it does not have any air holes, so it's got fairly average accuracy for its performance. It is still a heavier dart. That is a significantly heavier dart head than an elite dart, which probably helps with its accuracy as well. And finally, we get to the PrecisePro dart. This one has a lot of differences, not just the head shape, but also the dart shape itself, which we really haven't seen. So most of the time it's just a change in the head, and yet this one has a fairly similar head to an elite dart or the super dart from Dart Zone, with the exception of not having a hole, an air hole, like the elite dart does. However, this is the first time we've actually seen a change in the foam itself. So you've got this little section right here which connects to the head, which comes down a bit. And we also have these little lines about a third of the way or so, maybe a little bit more, down the dart. Again, we haven't really seen changes to the foam itself, so this is rather unique and different. The weight of this dart is fairly similar to the Accustrike Dart, which likely attributes again to its accuracy, but it still came out to be even more accurate than the Accustrike Dart. So is there something going on with these foam divots and whatnot and foam changes that we're not quite aware of? But BuzzBee has said that they've done a lot of research into this dart, and it looks like they really have. It does fly straight and true and still flies fairly quickly, having a close to elite, if not practically elite, style performance as far as velocity is concerned. One of the things to note about the Accustrike line is that yes, it does give you accuracy at the sake of losing velocity. However, that doesn't seem to be the case here. So whatever you guys are doing at BuzzBee, keep it up. This is working out really well. I'd like to see what else they've got going on. As far as the accuracy and the performance, I'm rather impressed with this dart. I highly recommend you guys purchase it. It was a little over $8, maybe a little under $9 at Walmart for a pack of 35. Now those of course are the rebranded Adventure Force line, but it's still the same dart, still coming from BuzzBee. So that being said, again, I highly recommend this dart. If you have any further questions, let me know in the comments section below, and I'll be sure to try to answer it for you. If there's other questions, other things you'd like me to test about these darts, let me know, and I'll perhaps come up with a follow-up video for that. Thank you guys for watching, and if you found this video helpful, be sure to share it with your friends. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll check you guys later. Nerf on, everybody.